Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. It's Suicide Squad time, and I have to quickly give a few disclaimers. This video is most likely going to be demonetized because it has copyright music in it. So I just want to say, if you would like to support the channel, hit the subscribe button and hit like or something that will support the video at least, and put it out there. Another thing is, I'm not really, and this is a big, huge confession, I'm not a big fan of the Suicide Squad, but the only I would say thread that I think I have that's connected to this game is Harley Quinn. And just for that reason alone, I think I'm starting to develop more of a liking to the concept. I've been talking with a very good friend of mine. We talk about, comics and all that stuff. He's very, very knowledgeable on the comics. It's like an encyclopedia. I asked him a bunch of questions about these things. And he said, this game does have a whole bunch of really cool stuff that you need to look out for. So starting to look at it and starting to think about how the Justice League will be incorporated in this game has started to improve my excitement, because I'm a huge Batman and Superman fan. Many of you who've been on this channel for a while know I have a lot of, Superman videos I was working on a while ago. And that's where I think, is starting to, make me more excited to make the video. And some of you have been requesting, so let's jump into the video ASAP. Brainiac. I mean, is this a quiz question? If this was a quiz question, the answer is Brainiac. I mean, straight up, right? Good. From the creators of Batman Arkham series. Well, they are the creators. They didn't develop the origins, but they are the creators. This is very true. I'll take it. More Brainiac stuff. You can even see like a lot of the, man, this is killing me. They are going fade to black real fast. You can see the tentacles that Brainiac has. Is that what they call them? Tentacles? I don't know what he calls them, but if you think Brainiac from Injustice 2, he even has moves that have all that crazy stuff that go with him. So, I'll bet you 25 cents that is Brainiac. And they're choppers. Was Metropolis law enforcement trying to deal with him? Maybe. Maybe. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Metropolis. Okay. So I have to quickly pop off and sound off here. And I remember I made a video a while ago talking about, I felt Rocksteady was going to be making a Superman or a Superman themed game. If anything, it'll be a Justice League game. Now, all of my evaluations on that video were probably like 50% off. And I did say at the end of the video that I would love to be wrong. And I remember another content creator made a video saying that Rocksteady was not working on a Superman game. And I was so down. I was so down because it seemed like they dismissed everything that the community had been talking about, that I made a special thumbnail for the day when they would release a game that had Superman in it. Now, I have grown and matured from 2 years ago, and I will not be that petty, but I at least wanted to point out that, one of the things that makes these development firms make these games set in worlds that we would love to see is because they know that fan service is what they're doing. They could have made another Arkham game, and I don't think Warner Brothers wanted them to make a Superman game. We heard rumors that they had actually proposed a Superman game, and Rocksteady said, and Warner Brothers did not want them to do it. So I think they had to find a way to bring Superman into a game, and I think they are successfully building towards it. I would not be surprised there's a Superman game in the works in one of the Warner Brothers studios. So let's go ahead and keep watching. We're now in Superman's home, by the way, Metropolis, okay? Okay, not Smallville, Metropolis, the second home. Explosion, missiles. These are from choppers. Whoops, I just went too far back. Okay. There's a chopper. Are there any Easter eggs out here? Okay, so if you notice, these minions are attacking these choppers. I was talking with my buddy, and he said, what he thinks this plot is Brainiac has already twisted the minds of the Suicide Squad, and these are his minions, his robots. Kind of like how you saw in Injustice 2, where Brainiac's forces were terrorizing Earth and all that, and they're still doing the same thing here. If you notice, they're jumping this chopper and they're probably going to crash it. Yep.
Where the hell are you? I'm going in.
And you have the crazy one, Harleen Quinzel. Ooh.
We lost the target. Repeat. Task Force X has lost the target.
Damn it! Argus 3 is taking heavy fire. Get to Park Ridge 8.
Isn't this the best shot? This is why I like Harley Quinn. I mean, and I said she probably was the only saving factor of this game initially when it was revealed, or when people started talking about it, because her personality is less annoying than Joker. I do not like the Joker. People who know me know this details, but I can stand Harley Quinn, and I think she's a funny character, very well developed over the course of the years. And this is just amazing. You see Brainiac like right here looking at her with this. It almost feels like Brainiac's looking at her with some kind of a displeasure, like shaking his head like, man, this is such an obnoxious human being, a species. And the voice actor is also played by, I think, Tara Strong. I don't know for many of you who know who she is. She's a very gifted voice actor and has done so many parts in cartoons, animated series, and also in the Batman universe as well. So this is really nice to have a familiar voice back, voicing a familiar character as well.
Don't worry, boss. We got this. Hey, Boomer! Lay down suppressant fire!
Keep it down, Hal. The ears are still ringing after that last Barney.
What is that? Australian for hangover?
I believe I can.
Well, there you go. There's a Batman balloon here. I mean, this is kind of the best Batman reference we've gotten since Gotham Knights. Then I would say, oh, there's a Batman balloon. We see a full-on Batman bat symbol. I mean, yeah, we saw Bruce Wayne in the other one.
Boomerang has a concussion. From the
And this is the shark dude. Sorry, my dad jokes are coming out.
enemy you missed in our last encounter.
Guess those teeth are sharper than your eyes, Shark Man.
So this is these are Brainiac's minions. The purple splatter of goo tells that, and this is Deadshot. I think Floyd Lawton. That's Floyd Lawton. The only place I kind of like Deadshot is in Injustice 2. I'm not really a big fan of him in many senses, but from the gameplay that we saw, well, not gameplay, from the gameplay trailer that we saw, he looked pretty cool.
I never
Never miss.
Never miss. Yeah, we bloody know. You never shut up about it.
Task Force X. Alpha target is in the open. Get your asses to the Metropolis Grand Hotel and engage. Before I have another reason to blow those bombs in your heads.
So that's where it all kind of goes to, it goes into craziness. And one of the really interesting things is the gameplay would then start showing us a lot of what to expect. And there are so many things that Stephen Hill talked about in the Q&A that really makes these gameplay sequences make more sense and come to light. So looking at the world setting, looking at everything that the game, has to offer, and looking at the way the characters are fighting, Stephen Hill did say that you have the opportunity to just play as all four and switch from character to character as you're going, or you can play 4-player multiplayer in the sense that it's designed. You can see the Sharkman. I can't remember his name. You can see Deadshot using his engine as an afterburner. This is really cool. I mean, you see Boomerang guy here. That's what I'm calling him, Boomerang guy. You can see him going crazy, and you can see Harley Quinn just going nuts, using her baseball bat, which is her signature weapon, to destroy all these guys. And then you can see the Sharkman using his own signature weapon, whatever that is. I don't really know the character that well. But here is one of the coolest shots in the entire gameplay trailer. And that's with Deadshot just basically using his gas tank, his propeller tank, to burn a whole bunch of these minions from Brainiac. And they're progressing through this mission through, I don't remember who their boss is that plants the little explosives in their heads, but she seems to have sent them on a mission for Alpha Target, okay? Who's going to be revealed very soon. and you can see them all going crazy. Let me turn it up so you can see that. Oh yeah. Oh, she's still representing as well. She has her sidearms. You know, for those of you who kind of have seen Harley Quinn in video game action, Injustice 2 is where she actually uses those. She kind of has those zoning capabilities, and she uses those weapons in her fight sequences, part of her combos, part of her special moves, and all that good stuff. So we're seeing a lot of that being adhered to a lot in this game. So that's pretty good. Yep, and you see Mr. Deadshot with his little braces that have these ballistics on them. This is one of the reasons I do like him. In Injustice 2, the way he fights with them, man, his combos are just so crisp the way he's been designed. So that's one of the really cool things. And even if I say I'm not really a fan of him, that depiction of him over there in Injustice is actually pretty cool. And I think that's probably one thing that'll probably help me with this game. Now, Stephen Hill did talk about this game being somewhat of I think he said something about a shooter for this game, which is crazy. This game, I mean, I'll play that video for you guys and we'll talk about it very soon, but that's insane. And then there's also combat as well. So it's not just shooting. Every single character so far has something to, you know, some kind of ballistics weapon. But then he also talked about the combat aspect and some moves and some really interesting things you can do to level up with them. So the way he transitions into that chair, you have to admit, it's pretty cool.
Smooth.
Well,
Smooth.
that should knock a few years off the old sentence.
That's reminded me of something. Oh yeah! Waller's stupid alpha target. Who we supposed to be killing again?
Oh, Alpha Target's coming. And there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, a Superman-themed...
The mighty Superman has just rescued that pilot.
What a show off. Beat it, Spandex! We're on a top secret assassination mission here.
No. Did you guys see that? Let's look again. Let me show you something. The beam that Superman uses to blast that fool is purple. Not like his red. So something is wrong. Did you see his eyes? His eyes seem to be possessed by something purple. That's how I made that conjecture that it is most likely Brainiac's brainwashing. I'm sorry, but I feel so sorry for them. You know, when you feel, I genuinely feel sorry for them because this is where Rocksteady excels. Rocksteady excels in so many things. Look at their faces. Just look at the expression on their faces when they realize that Superman is basically pulverizing this dude, and he's not necessarily what the shark guy says. Oh, look, it's a great Superman. He's rescued that pilot. Look at the look on their faces. No. Look at this look. It's kind of a, huh? She's probably a little confused. So, you know, they're criminals. They know what's going on. But initially she's like she's worried. And then it becomes it transitions to a, oh, crud. This is when she realizes that that's Alpha Target. It's in a very small sequence, but she goes from huh to oh. And this is, I don't know how else to put it to y'all, man. Rocksteady is one of the best development companies in the world. All these people talking about how there are all these other studios, maybe, but they're in their own lane. Like they've created their own lane. You've got to follow them when you're going to develop something like this. So I really do appreciate this part of the trailer. Then look at his face. He also, it's a micro expression change. We can't see his face, unfortunately. He's still putting on his mask, but Check out Mr. Boomerang over here. He's now like, just to be sure.
So, figure out who we're killing yet?
Did all three of them point?
So, figure out who we're killing yet?
Yep. They all point. I feel so bad for them. Oh, you got to watch it the second and the third time to appreciate the entirety of the trailer. And this is what we call fan service. At first, I was kind of like, huh? But yesterday was such a busy day. We were looking at the Gotham Knights, talking about that. And I didn't have enough brain power to process this game. But having had the conversation with, my very good friend, it's just really nice to go back and then watch everything from that perspective. And, I just want to say that now this game is going to grow on me. I'm happy that it's also a year out. 2 years out, whenever it's going to come out. And so that's one of my biggest, joys about all of this. But that's pretty much my own in-depth breakdown of the review so far. Actually, this is not the more informational aspect of it. They did do some Q&As that I really want to talk about. And so that's where I'm going to be doing some other videos talking about Suicide Squad. So thank you very much for watching the video. Thank you for your support. Like I said, if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications. And when I make a video, it's going to basically show up on your radar and you'll be able to watch it. So I'm out. Peace.